Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of the Ranger 363V Restoration. This is part 29 of the series. And like I said in last week's video, we didn't do a very good job of cleaning the boat before we put on the protective sealant. So in today's video, we're going to be cleaning out the whole boat so we have a nice clean surface. And then we're going to be reapplying the sealer to make sure that it's nice and smooth and not gritty like it was. And then after that, we're going to be putting on the rub rail and the trolling motor. It's a big day. So without further ado, let's get into it. So what have you found out?
I found out that we have a Division I baseball player cleaning this boat, and I think it's pretty spectacular.
So we're trying to remove the rust.
And we found out if we use this very expensive 3-hem heavy cutting compound, these
Magic
erasers, and mussels,
it removes them.
It removes them. Takes a little effort, though.
So that's why we brought mussels in.
Yeah. Plus, at my age, I have trouble working upside down.
Yep.
You know, the blood rushes to my head, then all those kind of strange things start to happen.
Off camera, we went ahead and buffed the boat out, heavy cutting compound that I did like back in episode 10 or whatever. And now we're just reapplying the stuff. The stuff is really amazing. It's very hard to get off, so this stuff's going to last a long time. And then after this, we're going to get to put it on the rub rail. Now that the boat is sealed, let's go ahead and get to work on the rub rail. I went ahead and put it out in the sun for it to warm up and become more malleable. We went and marked all the rivets, and I have Nathan here filling in all the old holes, and then I'm going to go ahead and mark all the old holes. What I do is I take some painter's tape, I go along the edge of the boat above where the rub rail is going, and I mark each hole. It's pretty self-explanatory. You're going to do this for both sides, and by the time you get to the rub rail, the silicone is going to be dry. You're going to bring the rub rail in from outside or the oven or hot water, and you're going to find the middle of it. After you find the middle, you're going to want to anchor it to the bow of the boat, right at the nose. Put 2 to 3 screws in there, get it really tight. While it's draped on the inside of the boat in a straight line, you're going to pull as tight as you can, and you're going to anchor it to the back of the boat with a screw. This is going to take a couple times for you to figure out the correct tension, but if it's too loose, it just flops over the edge. If it's too tight, which it probably won't be, you won't be able to get it over the top cap. And it's really important to have it tight so that it sits flush where on the boat. So we go ahead, we drilled out new holes, put new screws. As we got towards the back of the boat, we removed the anchor screw and we pulled it tight around the corner, reapplied that anchor screw, and then finished working our way around the corner. The insert was a lot more difficult than me and Nathan thought it was going to be. It's going to do a number on your hands and your fingers. It's pretty rough. What we did is you squeeze the insert together and you push it into the slot, and then you kind of use your thumb to massage it in. What I ended up doing about like halfway through is I would take the shaft of like a screwdriver and like pull it across, and it would seat it into the rub rail, and that was the quickest way that I figured out how to do it. If you have a better way, please comment down below. now that we got the trolling motor installed, we need to cut some of the foam out to be able to run the power cord up into the bow area to connect it to the panel that I have. And then we also had to cut a little trench out for the footwell to for the drain, for it to drain out into the compartment, which you'll see in a later video. Well guys, check it out. We got the trolling motor back on, which, you know, I think we're all not happy that the old Minn Kota Edge is back on there, but it's what I got, it's what's available. So we'll go ahead and put it on there. If the customer wants something new, we'll put it on there. It's not that big a deal. And then boom, rub rail. Look at that. What do you think of the rub rail, Nate?
Sucks putting it on.
Yeah.
It's terrible.
That's probably, I would say, one of the worst things of the whole install. But yeah, it looks really good. I didn't get as far as I wanted to today. I wanted to get all the trim pieces put on, but you know, putting that rub rail on really sucked. That took a long time. I think that took us 3 hours. So let's say it takes you an hour to take a rub rail off, hour and a half. So you're looking at like about a 5-hour job, like all together to get this done. So, and that's with 2 people. I think 3 people would have definitely helped, because you kind of need like 2 people to kind of pull in different areas and 1 person screwing or drilling and screwing, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, but that's it for this week, guys. I hope you liked the video. If you did, please make sure to like and subscribe. Check us out at mealeymarine.com for all your marine needs. All the products that we use here on this boat will be in a collection and a link down below, so be sure to check it out. Until next week, guys.